Last time I had him on my show was in a fairly lively debate with you, actually. What do you make of this?
Well, I was a little surprised by that debate because all of a sudden he comes out of nowhere and starts going crazy. And, you know, I've known him over the years, and I learned a lot about him that night. I was absolutely shocked. I mean, I found to be almost unstable. And I watched this today because I was watching between Pizzagate and Anthony Weinergate. I found Anthony Weinergate to be a terrible situation. He obviously knows it's him, and the way he's handled it is either lying or incompetent, and either one is unacceptable. So he's either incompetent or he's lying. Now, it was him because otherwise he would have said that wasn't me. And, you know, he's almost trying to say, well, I don't know it's me. Now, who would not know that's him? Who would not know a picture in that rather terrible position was or wasn't taken? I mean, you know those things. So he's, we're getting into... His answers.
Well, we're getting into difficult territory here, Donald. But I mean, would you 100% recognize yourself in a similar image?
Well, I'd know if somebody had a picture of me in, you know, that position and wearing those clothes, and I'd say, you know, yeah, that's me, or it's not me. And he's sort of indicating that it is him, and it's a pretty bad picture. Let's not kid ourselves. And then all of a sudden, that gets sent over to some young woman who's at this point saying, oh, gee, you know, she was surprised to get it. I mean, I think he's handled it horribly. I think he's made what could have been a small story into a very, very big story. And then, you know, he comes out with this whole crazy excuse that he really doesn't want to go much further. It was just a joke. I don't think that's just a joke. And I think it's pretty bad when a congressman gets hacked into.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously gave a lengthy interview to Wolf Blitzer earlier, which, when I was watching it, seemed to raise more questions than it answered.
I watched a couple of those interviews, and I think they were total catastrophes for him. I think it really brings into question whether or not he can ever run for mayor of New York, and maybe whether or not he even keeps the position he's in right now. He's handled it very, very poorly.